I didn't grow up in a broken home. At least, that's what I was told. My family looked normal. Dinners at the same table, birthday candles, holiday photos that never felt staged. But there was always something they wouldn't talk about. Not arguments, not fights, just silence. Questions that got answered too quickly, stories that changed just a little. For years, I thought I was imagining it, that maybe I was just overthinking. Until one night, I overheard a conversation that wasn't meant for me. And in that moment, I realized the truth wasn't hidden to protect me. It was hidden to protect them.
Growing up, I believed my family was honest. Not perfect, just steady, dependable. We didn't talk about feelings much, but we talked about responsibility, about showing up, about doing the right thing even when it was uncomfortable. That belief shaped me. I trusted people easily. I assumed silence meant respect, not avoidance. If someone changed the subject, I thought they were just tired. There were gaps in the stories they told me, years that felt rushed through, names that were mentioned once and never again. But I never pushed, because in my mind, families didn't lie. They might leave things out, but they didn't rewrite the truth. And for a long time, that belief felt solid, safe, unquestioned. The first crack wasn't dramatic. No yelling, no slammed doors. It was a pause. I asked a simple question, one I'd asked before. This time, the answer came late, too late. My mom glanced at my dad before she spoke, just for a second, but I saw it. That look said, "Be careful." After that, I started noticing small things, stories that didn't line up, dates that shifted by a year or two, a family friend who suddenly moved away. When I brought it up, they smiled, changed the subject, told me I had a good memory, but not a perfect one. I laughed it off. Still, something didn't sit right. And once you notice that feeling, it doesn't leave. It just waits. The truth didn't come out in a fight. It came out by accident. I wasn't supposed to hear it. I was halfway up the stairs when my name came up. Not loudly, not urgently, just casually. Someone said a sentence that didn't make sense. At first, I thought I misheard it. So I stood there, didn't move. Then they said it again, slower this time. No one noticed me. No one turned around. I remember how normal the room felt. The TV was on. Someone laughed at something unrelated. I walked into the kitchen and asked one question. My voice didn't shake. No one answered right away. My mom sat down. My dad rubbed his hands together. And in that silence, I already knew. When they finally spoke, it wasn't dramatic, just the truth, plain, delayed. And suddenly, my entire childhood felt edited. I didn't cry. That was the part that scared me. I nodded, said okay, even thanked them for telling me. Then I went to my room and closed the door. I sat on the edge of the bed and stared at nothing. Not the wall, not my phone, nothing. It felt like my body was there, but my thoughts had stepped outside for air. Hours passed. I know that because the light in the hallway changed. I replayed the same moments from my childhood. Birthday photos, school pickups, conversations I thought I understood. They didn't feel fake, just incomplete. That night I slept without dreaming. The next morning I woke up exactly the same. And that's when I realized something was wrong. Because life-changing news isn't supposed to feel quiet.
The anger didn't show up right away. It waited. It came while I was doing normal things. Driving, folding laundry, standing in line at the grocery store. I'd remember one small detail, and my chest would tighten. Then came the questions, not the loud ones, the quiet kind. What else did they change? What else was for my own good? I started blaming myself for not asking more, for accepting half answers, for calling it trust when it might have been fear. Some nights I defended them. Other nights I rehearsed conversations I'd never have. I wasn't angry all the time. That would have been easier. Instead, I felt split, loyal to the people who raised me and resentful of the people who decided the truth could wait. And the worst part? I understood why they did it. That understanding didn't heal anything. It just made the anger harder to hold. It took me a long time to understand what that truth actually cost me. Not the lie itself, the waiting. I learned that silence can be kind, but it can also be selfish. That protecting someone from pain doesn't mean protecting them from damage. Sometimes it just delays it. I stopped asking why they did it. That answer didn't change anything. Instead, I started asking myself what I wanted to carry forward, what kind of honesty I owed the people in my life. I didn't cut my family off, but I stopped pretending everything was fine. We talk differently now, slower, more carefully, because I learned something they never taught me growing up. Truth hurts less than confusion, and it heals faster than secrets. I still think about that moment sometimes. Not with anger, just awareness. There are parts of my story I'll probably never fully understand, and I'm learning to be okay with that. If you're listening to this and something feels familiar, you're not alone. Some truths come late. Some families do the best they can with what they have. If stories like this help you slow down or help you feel a little less isolated, you're welcome to stay. I share these because saying them out loud feels better than carrying them quietly. I'll see you in the next one.